The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 50-10, touchdown.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, it's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I got him.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20.
Right, 20. Here we go. 36.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They try. A quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
Maverick. Cornell.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Goff now looking to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You bet you.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Don't let him breathe.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And that pickup will be good for a 1st down. Give him 10 yards exactly on the quick slant.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Not today, you are. Not today. Set. Good.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Give to Cook out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the 44, Goff. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now to throw again. Complete to Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
12.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
From the 36, Goff. He finds Hopkins complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 for 1.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
First down, 49ers.
57's
From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete to Chris Conley.
Goff's pass, complete to Chris Conley. A gain of a yard, brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, 76. 76.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson going up top. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Check 3.
Now Jackson throwing again. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
You must be dreaming.
Watch any weapon. Zip this. Motion. Ball shot. Let it go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa. As time expires in the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. That complete to Lamar Miller. 19 yards to pick up there.
19 yards on the play. Brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Hey, check.
Move.
Line 57.
What's that?
Now gone.
You better be afraid of me.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
3 plays
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Jackson on first down. Anunwa's got it, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And down to the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Okay. Tighten up.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Check fight 27. Here we go. Here we go. Check three. Check three. Check three. Here we go.
And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Lamar Jackson with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, Washington. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run it again with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And they're going to mark him down short maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Washington. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Bound to lose 1. Showing it.
And an alley to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, hut. Hey, Lobo. Coming, baby. I'm squeezed.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 49ers, 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but you...